All right. So right now, I'm for to shoot a no prep, just unfiltered, no prep video because I don't feel like it. Um, I'm sitting there, I'm watching YouTube, little let's plays and whatnot. But anyway, um, what did I want to talk about? I just thought of I forgot what the hell I wanted to talk about. All goddamn ready. Anyway, um, this is a this is a dating related video, so it's whatever. I have a lot of dating um, videos, and I don't really go on dates. It's funny like that. Anyway, I got a message today. Um, this chick sent me a message back saying that um, it seems that you aren't interested in interacting, so you can see this. So never mind. You can keep your number and good luck or whatever the fuck she was talking about after the house. I don't know. This is somebody that asked for my goddamn phone number. Women say they want all these adjectives, all these fancy descriptive words, and then no, you don't want that. You want to hear what you want to hear. Reality don't really work like that. You know, I want somebody that's that's honest, trustworthy, blah, blah, blah. No, you want somebody that just does what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. That's what we all want. But, but she sent me that message. You know, no, I'm not interested in communicating and all this other stuff. And this is after she sent me a message saying that basically she didn't, people don't like, everybody don't like being in the inbox. Not everybody like texting. We all fucking different. You know what I'm saying? We all fucking different. Some people, I don't mind it. I prefer it. You know what I'm saying? But she sent me saying, it's hard to, you can't really talk to people on here because you can misinterpret text and all this other shit. And yeah, that's true. But, oh well. And she said something about calling on the phone. So I sent the message back saying, like, generally I don't talk on the phone, which is true. If I'm on the phone with you, that means I've known you for over 10 years. At this point, if I'm sitting on the phone chatting with you, that means I've known you a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the fuck it is. And I sent her a message saying, generally I don't talk on the phone and I don't like to be interviewed. You know what I'm saying? That's two facts right there. I don't really like talking on the phone. I be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I be laying around the house like this 23 hours a day, I still be doing shit. I'm either on the computer, I'm doing the game, I'm doing some research on my phone, or whatever the fuck. I'm doing shit. Most of the time I don't like sitting on the phone. Especially with people I don't know. I'm just funny like that. But I say I don't like being on the phone. And I don't like being interviewed. But if you want to call, you can. I gave her my phone number. I said, but you have to text me before you call, and let me know who you are. Because I don't answer unnamed phone calls. I know I'm not the only one in that book. We all done sat around and did shit on our phone, and our phone numbers done got all over the goddamn place where our phone is ringing all day with spam risk and private numbers and all kind of shit with your phone just ringing all day. And you just, if you don't contact me ahead of time so I can put a name on that fucking number, if you call me, it will not get answered. It will go to fucking text. It will go to voicemail if you don't hang up. So that, I gave her that little bit of information. Generally, I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like being interviewed. That's probably what got her right there. I don't like being interviewed because if you would have just called me and asked me the same questions I've been hearing for the last 25 years, I ain't interested. You know, I done talked to people on the phone that I just met, and we just going at it. We just talking. You know, that shit ain't necessary. You know, but but apparently she knew that she was for the call. She was for to hit me up and play 100 questions, not 20 questions, 100 questions. So that turned her off already. Which is what when people do that shit to me, it irritates the fuck out of me. And people will be like, well, how you supposed to get to know somebody? You just talk. You just talk. I don't find that shit entertaining at all when somebody just call you and just start drilling you with fucking questions. I've had people that do it where it's kind of snuck in. You think you talking about something. I had this one person do this shit. I know I done mentioned this on video before. Where I just started talking. You know what I'm saying? We talking about something. And right in the middle of me talking, they just interject themselves and ask me a question. One of them generic ass dating questions. That ain't got nothing to do with what we was talking about. So you just bloop, you just interject right in the middle of me. I mean, like if somebody was just bust in my house like the Kool-Aid guy. You know what I'm saying? Ask me a question that ain't got nothing to do with the previous subject that we was talking about that I'm currently speaking on. You know, because at that point it's like you not listening. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? We done sparked up a conversation. If I'm actually talking, you know, you better take that and fucking run with it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm actually talking, you better take that and fucking run with it. Because if you cut me off and ask me some shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, I won't say shit else. I'm going to shut down. I don't like fucking being interviewed because I've been doing that shit for the last 25. People ask you the same, oh fuck, we ain't evolved past that shit. Motherfuckers ask you the same goddamn questions over and over. So how many kids you got? You have any kids? So what do you like to do for fun? So tell me about yourself. The same old fucking shit come out of everybody's fucking mouth. You know, and sometimes you get on the phone with people, and it's kind of funny that, you know, the people that I get chatty with, you know what I'm saying, is usually people I have no interest in. It's really fucked up like that. Like the chick that I'm just talking about right now. Nice looking woman. She 50 years old. Nice looking woman. You know what I'm saying? She ain't big, overweight, no shit like that, you know. Pretty in the face, you know what I'm saying? Thick in the waist. However the fuck you want to put it. She all the clothes she had on was like kind of professionally looking, so it just, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, most people that come by there that ain't just physically or just facially out of there, they be on some shit like that. But yeah, I don't want to be fucking barraged with a bunch of fucking questions. That's not how my conversation works. It's not, because they gonna be expecting for me to send that same. I'm not finna send that same energy back. I'm not finna sit and ask you a whole bunch of shit. You can tell me if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me if you want. But I'm not finna ask you shit, because at the end of the day, most of them questions I give no fucks about. I'm not finna ask you what you do for a living. I don't give a shit. I got no problems doing what I gotta do around here. I don't need to know what the fuck you do for a living. If you want me to know, you can tell me. But I'm not finna ask you, because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the fuck I am. Ask me how many kids I got. You know, I ain't got no kids. And they wanted to discuss that and why and all this other. It don't matter why. I'm 46. I'll be 47 soon. I ain't got no kids and I ain't trying to have none. And I can't have none. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The fact is, I'm at this point in my life, I ain't got no kids. It don't fucking matter why. You know what I'm saying? I have to go back and relive a whole bunch of shit that I don't want to relive. Try to explain all that shit. No, I don't want to sit there and answer that same old shit over and over again. And what happens is, when they do, you get a bunch of short answers. And motherfuckers get get the impression that you don't want to talk. Well, at that point, no, you don't. You don't feel like talking no more because you know it ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking questions. You're not sitting around with somebody just chatting and shooting and shit and stuff like that. Somebody digging in your fucking head, trying to figure out shit. You know, well, shit. You ain't finna let me in your drawers. I'm not finna let you in my fucking head. You want to dig around in my head, I want to dig around in your underwear. You know what I'm saying? You want to get in there that bad? Let's make a fucking deal. Yeah, let's make a fucking deal. Let's negotiate that. You know. So people they be searching, man. They be searching hard. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much you can put on your profile. You know, and then a lot of times on your I don't read profiles. I'm guilty of that. I read profiles of folks that I get connected with. If I get a message in my inbox, you know, after we done matched or something, okay, I'll go and read the profile. Until then, there's no point in reading the fucking profile. Why I'm finna go read a whole bunch of profiles of people I ain't talked to? You know what I'm saying? What's the point? You know, if you get in somebody's inbox, then okay, read over the profile so you can see what the fuck is kind of up before you go in there and start asking them 1,000 questions that's already on profile, which irritates everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say everybody. Some people don't mind, but I'm like, people obviously will start asking me shit. Where I'm like, well, you should go read my profile, because if you asking me that, they be asking me shit that's like on a first fucking sentence. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need to go read the profile, and then when they get back, they be like, okay, well, shit. I hope. Good luck. Ah, shit. All right, I had to scratch my shoulder, but you know, it be like that. It be like that. And you just have to fucking deal with it. I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. That's why I don't get excited when I get messages or no shit like that. Somebody, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Because most times, after that first greeting, there is no message back. I got my little greeting I send out. I get a speak back. And usually, it ain't nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? Usually ain't nothing after that. Because they either, the inbox is either drowned the fuck out, because that's how it is on these dating apps for women in general. You know, you just end up with a just crap ton of shit in your inbox. You just lose people. Unless they keep messaging you over and over again, which I don't do. You know, I don't message people if I don't get a reply. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while I do, but it'll be like a blast text. Like the same text that I send out on a Wednesday or a Friday or some shit like that. Every once in a while, I'll go through the inbox and kind of just send those out. And they don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If you know, they wasn't interested in talking anyway. If my shit then sat there for fucking, you know, 2 or 3 weeks or whatever the fuck. But yeah, they be searching. They be searching hard too. And I'm just like, man, I need to chill the fuck out. You know, I don't remember what it was. I mean, dating was easy back in the day. I could say it'll probably be still the same now if I was mobile. You know what I'm saying? If I was mobile, I'm not mobile now. I can't drive around. I'm blind as shit. Y'all see my eyes fucked up. You know, I can't just move around and shit like that. I move around out of necessity. I don't move around out of trying to enjoy myself. I really don't. If I'm doing something where I'm trying to enjoy myself, I'm in an Uber. And if you ain't just going right up the goddamn street, then, you know, Uber eat all the fun out your goddamn wallet. You're like, shit. Because, like, literally, if like, the people that I run across, if I want to meet them, I mean, that's $20-25 just getting to wherever we about to meet. Because I don't run across people in my neighborhood, close by in the inner city type area, you know, around. It just don't fucking happen. It just don't. Now, you run across people a lot of times when you matching, you know, because I have my shit set like that to where, you know, give me matches within this certain amount of shit right here. It'd be like 2 miles away, 3 miles away, 1 mile away, 2 miles away. It'd be motherfuckers just literally a whole bunch of motherfuckers within walking distance. I mean, if you really like walking, it's walking distance, but generally that if from where I'm located, I'm in the hood, but if I'm looking at a bunch of these profiles on here, it's people that's in the downtown area. You know, west and kind of southwest of where I am, which will take you into the little white people neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I had a couple of trigger things happen. I had that one happen. It was another one that I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it all comes down to these bras be online. They searching for they next husband, their next boyfriend, and they be wanting that shit fast. They do. They be wanting it fast because it ain't no reason to just run through people like that if you ain't just, you know, you look, okay, motherfucker got to be like this. He got to be like this. He got to be like this. You know, motherfuckers looking for their soulmate. You develop into soulmates. You know what I'm saying? Now you can go out there and meet somebody. You know, it's a bunch of people out there. You know, it's by chance you can just go out somebody and y'all just click. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one of those people that's gonna say that's unfucking likely, because I don't think it's not unlikely at all. It's quite likely, but you have to be out fucking there to do it. And not everything is on the fucking surface. You know, you have to be able to passively invest in some of these people. You know, it's funny how many times I have to do allegories and metaphors and all kind of weird ass words and associate that shit with how you deal with money in the stock market and shit like that, because you have to do your relationships the same goddamn way. If you're dealing with your money, you are okay. I got to do smart shit with my money. You know what I'm saying? Your number one priority is not to do dumb shit with your money for the most part. And a lot of times, that's the opposite of fast shit. You know what I'm saying? Quick shit eats up your money quick. You know what I'm saying? And in dating, you waste a whole lot of goddamn time by not investing in people slowly. You know what I'm saying? If they don't fucking match over time, okay. Well, you know, you talking to a bunch of different people anyway. It ain't like you losing anything. You talking to a bunch of goddamn different people. You looking for your fucking soulmate. You know what? And that goes for me too. You done kicked that motherfucker to the curb. There's some fat, ugly broad, and excuse me if you get triggered by that, but if you see my inbox, that's what's in there. You know what I'm saying? If you see it in my inbox or any of my motherfucking dating apps, which you probably haven't, that's what for. It's usually people that I am not attracted to at all. And I have a strategy when I message people on dating apps, and it really don't include 9s and 10s. You know what I'm saying? It don't. You know, if you want reactions, not reactions, but if you want results, you gotta stick to the homely people. You know, you go swiping around on all them hot chicks. Yeah, you swipe around on the people that look like you. You know what I'm saying? You swipe around on people that look like you. Oh man, I don't know what dudes be looking like on that end. I'm not swiping on dudes. All I can do is look at the women. You look at a motherfucker with normal ass pictures, hardly no makeup. You know what I'm saying? Look at the proportions. If they got full body pictures, if they don't have full body pictures, everybody know that's a red flag. That goes for men and women. You know what I'm saying? You need to see every fucking thing. You know, but you have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through it. And they don't be wanting to do that. They trying to click on a motherfucker and get an instant match. You know what I'm saying? And the pretty chicks that be on there that I usually get, yeah, they looking for an instant match. Just like, nah, you not gonna, if you don't like, if we got Discord in the motherfucking inbox, you know what I'm saying? If we got Discord in the inbox and we hadn't swapped numbers or nothing like that yet, you ain't gonna like nothing about what you see after that. You not. Because if you look at my profile ain't like it used to be. My profile used to be like, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I put all the red flags in there. Now it's just deliberate of how I think dating is, you know, to me. You know what I'm saying? I had to do one that's like 200 characters and leave it at that. That ain't like 2,000 characters and shit like my shit usually be. 200 characters, that'll fit on every fucking app I use. You stick that in there, I tell people what my, my dating or whatever philosophy is in a few terms, do's and don'ts, and I tell people, that right at the end, I tell them if you can't read through that 200 characters, because 200 characters ain't shit. I also put in there that I'm, blind and not mobile. Motherfuckers think you be bullshitting. When I tell them shit, I used to be a whole lot more of that shit in there. It's just that, don't nobody fucking believe you. You want honesty, you want trustworthy, you want all this other shit. Somebody put it right in your fucking face and you don't fucking believe it. You think they bullshit. Not everything's gonna be good. All those words can apply to people that you just ain't gonna like. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you don't like my conversation in the inbox, it ain't no use of us swapping numbers. Because it ain't going to stop. It's probably going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to get worse. Because motherfucking women get turned off a lot of times when they talking to dude that's not fucking kissing their ass. They so used to motherfuckers kissing their ass that it's like, no, what's wrong with you? I'm not after your pussy, that's why. Every dude you talking to is trying to fuck you. You start talking to me, I'm talking to you like I don't give no shit what's between your fucking legs. I don't give a shit what's between your legs unless I'm fucking in it. And if I ain't in it, why the fuck should I care? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to you like I talk to anybody else. That ain't mean I'm talking mean or dirty or no shit like that, but I'm like, you want that? You gotta earn it, just like everything else. It's just like every fucking thing else, man. But you gotta develop. You gotta develop that when you meet somebody. You gotta develop into that. You can meet a soulmate out there if you get lucky. People do that. I know there's a few people I know shit together since high school. They've been together since high school, and what they consider themselves soulmates. I don't know. Not everybody believe in that shit. I ain't gonna say I necessarily do, but a lot of people believe in soulmates. But it's like soulmates. That S don't just pertain to y'all. There's a bunch of different people in a whole bunch of different varieties that can be your fucking soulmate if you just want to go that way. You know what I'm saying? It could be two different people sitting there with not even two. It could be a whole group of motherfuckers sitting right there with all different personalities and aspects and attributes and all kind of shit, but will qualify as your soulmate. If you just close your eyes and reach in there and grab one of them motherfuckers, y'all would do just fuck fine. I fall into that category. I do. So, I don't get. That's why I'm fine with our times for just letting these motherfuckers go. Excuse me. Let's just let these motherfuckers go. They be posing like a motherfucker. What's wrong with him? They be like, he must be gay or some shit. Nah. I stopped bending over backwards for a lot of these women out here. And it's just like, no, if you want me to bend over backwards, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have already had gotten my prize. You know what I'm saying? I have to have gotten my prize. If I hadn't got my prize, I ain't bending over shit. Like one of them motherfucking whales and them goddamn dolphins and shit that be at them goddamn water shows. Motherfucker go out there, jump out the water, do flips and shit, and motherfucker over there throw a piece of sardine in their mouth. No. You want me to do that? Get my fucking sardine now. I want my fish now, motherfucker. And then I do a flip. Maybe. I might just take your fish and go about my motherfucking business. Yeah. And the stuff that I get in my inboxes, though, a lot of these women they real short, but you know what I'm saying? It don't matter because I ain't no motherfucking different. Once they figure out I'm not kissing no ass, it's whatever. This woman, after she sent me that, good luck on your search, whatever the fuck she sent me. I'm like, oh, dog smoking. You ain't finna get, just let you recognize that I read your fucking message. So we both can go on by my business. You ain't got to worry about me messaging you again. I know shit like that. Every once in a while I do, but it won't be on purpose. Because I send messages out blanket style. You know? And the people that I run across these days is, I don't know. It might be me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of those people that gonna be sitting around here. Everybody suck. I know I suck. Thing about it is, as I tell people I suck, and then they look at me funny, like, "What's wrong with you?" I suck. That's what the fuck is wrong with me. Except for I will tell you that I suck. If you want the good shit, you gotta earn that. Because I can't tell you a whole bunch of wonderful shit about myself, like these chicks do in their profile. All those wonderful ass words they use for they mate, they use those same fucking words to describe themselves. And I'm sitting over here like, no. No. All those adjectives that you use to describe yourself, you know, that's fine and whatnot. I'm glad you know all those fucking words. You can apply them to you, but I mean, everybody else ain't gonna think that. Everybody you run across not gonna think that. You know, you can't go by what your friends say. It's like being at a fucking funeral. Who the hell been to a funeral where everybody just bring up all the fucked up shit the person that died did? You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking happen. I'm pretty sure it has happened. I've been to a fucked up funeral before. But, you know, in general, it just don't fucking happen. You go there, you speak good, you speak well of the person and blah, 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 blah. People get up there, they speak well of themselves. Like, no, I'm going to need to. I need to experience that shit. I need to see all that for myself. You know, that's how I am when I read these dating profiles, because they all the fucking same. You know what I'm saying? It's like two or three different bits of information that you'll see in all the profiles. It's just like there's no creativity at all. It's not genuine. It might be genuine. That's the wrong word, but what I was about to use, but. It's off-putting that you be going through these profiles, blah, 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 especially when you're on an app where you only got a certain amount of message you can send or a certain amount of swipes or whatever. So you try to be selective sometimes, and you go and read all these profiles from these different people from all over the place. They all saying the same shit. They all saying the same shit. I want a man that's honest and trustworthy and consistent and blah, 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 blah. I'm honest, I'm trustworthy, I'm consistent. My consistency might not be what you wanted, because I mean, those words, as specific as they may be, is still broad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's still broad as fuck. What's consistency? You know, you got to qualify that. What's consistent? You know, something that consistent is a pattern. You know. You want somebody spontaneous and consistent and blah, blah, blah. Just like, hey, wait a minute now. Spontaneous and consistent? I mean, that's, that ain't quite, that might not be what you, that sounds a little bit different on me, you know, filter it through my brain. I want somebody that's, well, open-minded. I mean, no. That could mean any fucking thing. I see women use that word open-minded all the time. You know who else use that word a lot? Gays and transsexuals. They use that word a lot. That's how a lot of times that's the word you have to, it's like a red flag word when you looking through these profiles and you see a woman use open-minded, then you have to go look at the pictures and shit and start analyzing shit to make sure. Because that's a big word that a lot of folks use online when they trying to get dudes without being really open about it. I want a man that's open-minded, blah, blah, blah. You have to be open. When it's demanded that you're open-minded or something like that, yeah, you might want to just go ahead and swipe past that, bro, because you ain't going to be happy with nothing you see. Because you heading straight to some dick and balls, and you might go to some dick and balls and some titties, because I've seen that. Like I say, I have transsexual friends, or I had transsexual friends, and they will have dick and balls, and some of them got titties, like real titties, big ones. Big ones. I'm like, shit. Hormones get fuck. But yeah. Open-minded? Yeah. Stay away from that shit. I know I got a whole video on that. Yeah, but they got all these demands and shit that they want out of these dudes and shit. I'm like, shit. And then and what you supposed to do, because when it comes to me enforcing my demands, which I don't get, I got stuff that I have to have my way. It ain't really my fault. It's just shit that I have to have my way. But, and I got purposes too, shit. But I don't put my shit out there like you gotta do this, and you gotta do this, and you gotta do that. Like a lot of these women. Like, man, y'all some motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all somebody. I message motherfuckers sometimes just to see if they bought what they talking about. Let me I read the profile and be like, okay, let me see what they working with. Let me see if they gonna hop in my inbox and be the total opposite. Well, I mean, like I said, fucking you get drowned out real fast. If you don't exchange phone numbers real quick, you get drowned out real fast. And I don't ask for phone numbers, so I get drowned out a lot, which don't matter a whole lot to me because, like I said, most people that end up in my inbox are folks I'm not interested in anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I get a message and I look at the inbox. I go and look at their profile and be like, man, typical. It's usually like that. It's usually like, oh, really? Just like when your phone ring, you look and it say spam risk or some shit like that. It's just like, I talk to people though. You know what I'm saying? I don't not talk to people because I don't find their profile attractive or no shit like that. Because, like I've said, you never know what you're gonna get out of people. So you talk to folks. I ain't on here leading people on and no shit like that. My profile clearly states, what I do when I hop online. So if you hop in my inbox and saying I did anything, you didn't read. You know what I'm saying? I read. I put on there. I hop online to connect with people. It ain't to look for shit. It's to see what happens. Because most of the time, this whole dating thing is, I like random. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people, for some reason, I like random. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had so many slot games. I like the little random little shit. And the dating game ain't no different. Going through all these people is like scratching. It's like scratching the fucking scratch off. Playing numbers. Pulling the little handle on the slot machine. If you still go somewhere where they got the handle. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different. Except for, to me, is I don't expect to fucking win. So I'm not disappointed when I don't. My goddamn knee is moving all over the place. That's why this phone is. So I don't expect to fucking win. I'd be nice. It's nice if I do, because it ain't like I'm sitting here, throwing money into the machine I gotta play. So I'm just going through the motions, blah blah blah. You meet somebody, or you run across somebody that's cool. That's a win. That's all it is. To me, that's all the fuck it is. I'm not on here expecting to win. So I'm not disappointed when somebody tell me to keep my number after they didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked for your fucking number so y'all could talk, and then they turn around and be like, nah, never mind. You won't want to talk. Well, fuck you then. You go about your business. And I don't get upset because I've been doing this shit for a long ass time. But the folks I'm running across are like on a ticking clock. I'm in my 40s, I'm 50s, I ain't got time to play games and blah, 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 blah. Well, you in a big fucking game. You playing it. This is the game. The shit that you doing right now and complaining about is the game that you in right the fuck now. Why are you fucking complaining? You knew, if you 40, 50 years old, you know already. Unless you've been out of the game for a long fucking time. I got one person that I know that can, got an excuse for that shit. All the rest of you motherfuckers, hell no. You know what the fuck. Don't be bitching about men this and men that. You already knew what the fuck was going on. You did. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't really. I'll make my videos, and I might have a discussion with somebody about shit, but I don't complain. Why? I've been doing this shit 25 plus years. Ain't no use of me complaining about what goes on in third party dating. Cause it's all the same. It's been the same since I started. Way before this online shit. It wasn't even no fucking back when I was doing this shit. I'm 46. I'll be 47 in a couple of months. You talking about shit I was doing back in my, 21, 22 years old. Like, no. It's the same shit. The only difference is I'm 40-something years old instead of 20-something years old. The process is the fucking same. Dealing with people is the fucking same. The only difference is, at least for me, is the fact that I can't get up and go hop my ass around the goddamn city. I can't get up and go hop my ass around the goddamn city, meeting this person and meeting that person and all this other shit. So I ain't that interested. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that fucking interested. I ain't got that much to offer to be doing all that shit. I really don't. I ain't got that much to offer. It's too much shit, right? Because a lot of people talk, I want a long-term relationship. I don't marry. If you're trying to get married, I'm the last person you need to be talking to. Long-term relationship, if we get along, we can make that happen. Motherfuckers on here trying to get married. I was like, no. I don't necessarily believe in marriage. I don't see why I have to have a certificate and get a license and get the government involved in my relationship. Why? Why? When you gotta damn near sign a contract to marry a motherfucker, if you doing shit like you supposed to do it, you gotta sign a contract to get in a relationship with a motherfucker that you already in. And then when you need to break up, when shit goes sour, you gotta damn near sue a motherfucker to get rid of them. Yeah, I don't see the bright side. I don't see the upside in that when you can just be with the fucker you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? And I hadn't even got to that point. I really shouldn't be talking to anybody about that. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a long way to fuck off. Unless I meet a motherfucker that's legit rich, I won't even consider it. I will latch my ass on to a rich motherfucker. I ain't no use of me even lying about that. Motherfucker be like, yeah, boom, 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 millionaire motherfucker. I just might fucking do it. I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got shit. They the one. If anybody gonna lose some shit, it's gonna be them. I ain't got this. That's free ride for me. Shit. But I got a whole bunch of stuff like that about me that I know that motherfuckers ain't like. If I end up in a long-term relationship with somebody, I got my own fucking house. I'm not moving in with nobody. I don't necessarily think you need to live with a motherfucker. I don't necessarily think you have to live with a motherfucker. I got my own place. Property that's paid for. All I got to do is pay property tax. Unless it's a clear upgrade, why the fuck would I move? And even if I did, that don't mean I'm going to give up my domicile here. This is my space. You can spend time at somebody else's house, but I mean, at the end of the day, you need your own goddamn space. That's why motherfuckers be moving in hell little man cave in the damn basement or the attic or some shit. I need to get the fuck away from y'all. Yeah, I don't necessarily think you have to. And a lot of people be like, they want somebody they can roll over and blah, blah, blah. Well, shit, I can spend the night at your place. You can spend the night over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not traditional at all. That will fuck a bunch of people up. I am not traditional. And I've seen a whole bunch of non-traditional shit in my life. And most of the traditional shit that I see, don't mean shit to me because I wasn't raised like that. And like I say, I don't see the benefit of it. I don't see the benefit of it. I see the joy in it. You know what I'm saying? I see people happy and they got their little family, nucleus. People get off on that shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's just not me. Now imagine me having to say that shit to somebody on the phone I'm talking to. Man, they out of there. They got to go wash dishes. They got to go take a shit or something. They be off the phone so fast. It ain't funny. But There's something that's gonna come up, but that's something that's gonna come up a long way from that. People be like, I ain't gonna waste my time. Like if you was to meet me and blah blah blah, you should still be out there meeting people. You know what I'm saying? Just because you meet somebody don't mean you just talk the fuck at them for the next 6 goddamn months trying to figure shit out. No, man, you gonna keep doing shit. You keep on doing what you're doing until you doing it with somebody that you know you fucking like and that like you. Other than that, you just keep on floating, baby. You know, just each women hop on the thing, you talk to them and they right at it, man. And my profile, I'm like, man, I shouldn't be discussing no long-term relationship with nobody I don't know. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You probably just got my phone number a day ago or an hour ago. Why the fuck are we talking about long-term relationships? Because we're not about to get into one. Because all the shit that I got listed ain't been covered. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 things listed in my motherfucker, things with compatibility and shit like that. I got 4 of them. And if we ain't covered all of that, if we ain't verified that we, on the same page with any of that shit, ain't no point. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking point. You know what I'm saying? We just keep hanging out. We learn what it is we need to fucking learn. You go to college, you might can skip through college in 3 years or some shit like that if you that damn good at it. But bam, you gotta go through that shit. People always want to speed through fucking shit. And I'll still be on here swiping. And you would have been hopped in a relationship. And I'll see you 6 months later. I'll see your profile right back on there. And just, she'll end up back in the inbox because I blanket everybody. You'll get a message. Oh, man. You have to have a perspective. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a perspective where you can just stand back, look at yourself, and see what the fuck you doing. And that goes in all aspects in life. You need to be able to look and see what the fuck you doing. And looking for shit just never, ever worked for me. You know what I'm saying? It just hadn't. Now, it probably worked, but I probably overlooked some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna act like that ain't probably happened. There's a lot of shit that a lot of people, that I ran across in my life that, then I'm pretty sure it's probably a whole lot more than a few to where, okay, that person is somebody I could have held on to and it would have went, however long it was going to go. That person might have been it. That person might have been it. That person might have been it. But I mean, I can go I can't remember every fuck body, but, still. It's like, the hell was that? Was listening to my door. I gotta make sure. Get creepy around here at night. Thinking people be creeping around your goddamn house and shit. Yeah, but I do that a lot where you go, I think back to a whole bunch of old hookups and relationships and flings or whatever the fuck that happened at the time. Like, okay, what went wrong with that? What happened with that? What happened with this person? What happened with that person? It's just like, at some point, something happened. This one little chick right here that I met so long ago, she just, this one of the people that, but me and her was fine. She got pregnant, but not by me. We weren't in a relationship or nothing, but we was on like a frequent hookup, if you want to call that. Where she used to be over here a lot and shit. But yeah, she got pregnant. It wasn't by me, but she knew who she got pregnant by. And that dissipated. And thing is, she fall into the category of, she probably would have ended up as a girlfriend if she was able to stick around longer. She ended up moving out of state though. I think she ended up moving to Arkansas or some shit. I can't remember my goddamn name. Some little short, little 5-foot girl, like the ones I usually run across. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what the fuck I need to do. I need to hop back online and actually start doing searches for 5-foot ass women. because, I mean, there's been a whole lot of them 5 foot and under. Some way the fuck under, goodness. No midgets, though. I had one person that was qualified as a dwarf. She was like 4'8" or some shit like that, but whatever. She was fat, though. She was cool, but she was fat, but, you know, she wasn't them people that, you know, she kind of fizzled off at the end. When you actually start trying to hang out with people, they just kind of disappear. One of the people that be like, okay, yeah, we can hang out, I'll be free, blah, 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 or, you know, just, and then it just fizzle out on you, fucking whatever. I might need to fucking do that. Let me go back to that shit where I just start doing people for like 5'1" and under. Whoop. Nothing but short. That's how I used to do my search. I ain't just search for short women, but it just I used to do specific searches for like height, body type, all this other stuff. It's just they got the search features on all that where you can do that shit. You can set your little parameters for, you know, height and weight and all this other shit. There wasn't no point in really doing that because you cut out so many goddamn people. That shit ain't really important to me. How tall a woman is or some shit like that. Now, you can't be like, you know, a foot shorter than me and 100 pounds heavier or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's some physical shit that just ain't gonna fucking slide. We all got it. Where you just like, nah, you know, you can't look like you a candidate on my 600-pound life. It's just no. You know what I'm saying? No. At least not right up front. Like I said, you never know. I've had some people that look like it, but they weren't quite that big, but they looked like they was on the fucking way. Can I come over? Shit, no, you can't come over. Ain't nothing I can do to you looking like that. It's just nah. I ain't got enough to get through all that shit. No, I ain't having it. But this whole online dating app swipe life I'm living right now. I want to say dating shit, but there's no dating going on. You know what I'm saying? There's no dating going on. Like I said, a lot of these women got this shit, all this stuff they want. They got a whole list of shit that they want. All this one chick, international. This the one. Somebody hit me up the other day after they read my profile and said that they were scared of cats. And she must have actually read my profile because you know that little section up there with your height, weight, and whether you smoke or not, and you get cats in it. Yeah, she hit me up after that. She just read that shit, and it'd be like pets. So you a dog person or a cat person, whatever. I put cat on mine, and that shit was quick. She was like, "Thanks for viewing my profile, but I'm afraid of cats." I was like, I don't think I sent was a thumbs up. I let you know that I got the message. You get a little thumbs up. Okay, whatever. Scared of cats. Well, you wouldn't be over here because I got cats. I got one in-house cat, and ain't no telling how many the fuck them shits outside. So yeah, and I don't go nowhere else. So I think that was the one I got. It was like right after the other. Nope, that was right before the chick that told me to keep my phone number after she asked for it. The chick said she was afraid of cats, and I'm like, she might, and I can't fault her for that. Everybody got their phobias and shit like that. She might be fucking scared of cats. I get what was that? Wasn't last week, a week before last. I had to go out and grab my food from. I usually stand right at the door when the Uber people bring my food up and shit. Sometimes they hand it to me, but the instructions say to leave it on the porch on the little stool I got. And I just happened to be at the door. She came to the ramp or whatever in front of the house, and it was cats out there on the porch. And she was like, "Can you come get this? I'm scared of cats." I'm like, them cats took off running the other way. When you came up to the porch, them cats is not fucking with you. I went out and got the food, but I'm like, you scared of animals that's running away from you. I'm like, God damn. Because cats don't just fuck with people. They're not like dogs. Like the previous video that I just shot, that I just uploaded, was about fucking me being attacked by dogs and shit out on the street. No, I can't say attacked. I say charged by dogs. You know, at least 3 or 4 times while I be out walking and shit like that. Cats don't do that. Cats don't chase people around and no shit. Now cats will attack you and shit, but not out of aggression or no shit like that. If you got a pet cat, depending on how play for the cat is, a cat will come and smack you upside your head and run off, or jump up and grab you or some shit like that. Cats do that, you know. I got a young cat over here. That cat will tear your ass up. I'm like, shit, you gotta go outside. Go outside. Jump up and pop, slap you and shit. It's just not. But being afraid of cats, it's whatever. I might be afraid of some shit that somebody else think is fucking ridiculous. You know, but it is what it is. Did anything else happen dating wise lately? No, nothing else. There's zero chance of me meeting anybody. Like I say, I'm not mobile, so anybody that I meet would have to come to me, and that's not fucking happening. You would either have to come to me, or you would have to actually be somewhere that I just happen to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I leave the house, I'm either going to the gym, which is out on the east side, or I'm going to the dollar store, which is on up north, straight of here. The gym is like straight west, right on the freeway. The dollar store that I go to, at least for my shopping and shit, is straight north on the freeway. You know what I'm saying? If you don't happen to just be like one of those places where while I'm there doing what I'm doing, yeah, it's kind of one of them things. You would have to meet me somewhere. I'm gonna already be doing my normal shit. I'm not going out of my way to meet people. It costs too much, and there's risk involved. You know what I'm saying? Because I do drive. I'm not supposed to, but I do. But like I said, it's to those 2 specific places where only thing I got to do is drive in a straight line. And because being outside is not comfortable for me. It's just not. I don't have to explain this shit to people. It's a lot of shit that ain't comfortable with me about my vision and stuff, and I don't get into that shit until unless we have an extended inbox conversation, or it's offline. We texting or on the phone. But I got to explain to people why why I do what I do. One person got upset about that. I know I shot a whole video on that. Like, don't charge me up about whatever the fuck the title video is. This chick sent because I send the links to my little YouTube videos to people I know on my phone. So, some people watch them, some people don't. She got mad because I was at the movies and I walking to the gym and all kind of stuff because I had to catch the Uber to the movies. That was one of the chicks. She went through a whole thing about you act like we couldn't go nowhere and me that I look at your video and you were all out over the city. I said I was going to listen to the movie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I went to see Thor. That's not something I just specifically talk to people about. But yeah, I would go see a fucking Marvel or a DC movie. I'll go see a big comic book movie like that, even though I know I can't fucking see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to see it eventually if I turn my, when they start streaming on the TV or some shit like that. But it's not generally something I go and do. But if we had been in a discussion about that, that would come out. I would say, well, I will go see the big Marvel movies and shit like that. But that's about it. I'm not going to go sit through nothing else. It would have to be a real specific movie for me to go and sit through. It have to be like another Riddick movie or some shit like that. I'll probably go see another Riddick movie. Well, probably not, because those movies are pretty dark. So I literally wouldn't be able to see that movie. And I don't think those movies have a lot of, sit and listen to value, I don't have to explain that shit to people, you know what I'm saying? For folks get mad, it's whatever. Tell people, I can't, like If I go to a restaurant, my restaurant would look like this room here. Well, to y'all, I don't know what it looked like on the phone, but to me, it's pretty dark in here. I got that one light on right there, but it's dark in here. I can't read menus. I can't, shit like that. I want to go to a damn restaurant where it's dark in there. I can't read the menus, and I barely can see my goddamn food because I can't see in damn light. And it's a bad thing when you explain shit like that to people, and they still, they think that I'm being funny and shit like that. Well, I'm like, that's why I say if somebody want to meet, that's why I tell people I'm not meet. I tell people, look, my travel radius is literally, if from where I am, I can go 2 blocks that direction. I can go 2 blocks in that direction. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as I can go. And it ain't nothing but a Shell station right there and a fucking mobile. If you want to extend it out a little bit, I think there's a Mexican restaurant across the street. There's a Burger King over there. Unless you want Church's Chicken back over there. It's just, that's it. It's a Citgo. It's this little radius over here where I live that's it. You know what I'm saying? As far as recreation, that's the fuck it. If somebody come by and pick me up, and I don't just go anywhere with anybody. If I don't know you, I probably ain't gonna go nowhere with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. I don't find the shit enjoyable at all. Because where the fuck we gonna go? We gonna go somewhere where I ain't gonna be able to see shit. Motherfuckers suggesting walking outside. Let's go. Why the fuck would I want to go walk in a park? I live in fucking Houston, Texas. It's the middle of goddamn summer. In my eyes, I walk outside. The shit I do is out of necessity. I go walk outside out of necessity because I'm a diabetic. I have to move around. You know what I'm saying? As much as I live around this fucking house, I have to move around. I'll go outside and walk for about an hour in the middle of the fucking day on fucking purpose. And I have to have my shades on, and I can only be outside. I can only last outside for probably an hour and a half at most. In the heat, which is probably more than a lot, but I have a susceptibility to the heat. But I do that on purpose. That's like a workout. I go walk outside in the heat where I know I'm gonna struggle on purpose. I'm not finna just go walk outside in the fucking sun talking to somebody. That's not finna fucking happen. I don't give a damn what kind of logic you put on it. I go to the gym. I don't go to the gym because I like going to the gym. I go to the gym because it's a fucking medical necessity that I get out and move my fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I do. All right, I have to work out. I don't like working out. Those days were gone in my 30s where I just enjoyed working out. Where I would be at the gym fucking 3-4 nights a goddamn week. Nope. Them days gone. I don't have the energy for that. I went to the gym on Sunday. It's fucking Tuesday, about to be Wednesday. I can't even fucking move. No, I don't like this shit. But I have to do it. If you gonna meet me somewhere, you have to meet me at the fucking gym. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them people, and I don't, and like I say, I have to drive up there, and I'm not making no fucking detours. I'm not going over here. I'm not going over there. I got my stops that I might make. And that's right along the route. The little dollar store on the side of the freeway. The little Dollar Tree. It's a Burlington's right over there. So just in case, if I decide I need to do some wardrobe shit, the fucking Burlington's right there on the way back. I ain't got to go out the way nothing. It's right there. If I have to go to the dollar store, it's the same goddamn thing. I have to go to the dollar store if it's some other shit I need to pick up. It's fucking... what's that? A Home Depot right there in the fucking thing in the little center, and it's a fucking Ross. It's a Ross right there, and I know I might have to do that shit, and I already know a lot of shit might tickle some people when I tell them that, because I tell everybody that, and I mean it. I got a Vegas trip coming up. I'll be going by myself. How is that trip gonna turn out? I have no fuck idea. I have no idea how that trip is gonna turn out. Because I can actually see a little bit the last time I went. I still was blind in my left eye. But this right eye is not the same as it was 4 or 5 years ago, whenever last time I went to Vegas. So we gonna see. We gonna see. But that's for me. You know what I'm saying? That's for my entertainment. That ain't for me to go and entertain some other motherfuckers. You know, it's my selfish trip. Motherfuckers, man, like, how you gonna get? I'll be figuring that shit out as I go. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, man, as I'm thinking about it, I was like, was it kind of dark inside of Planet Hollywood last time I went? Because it depends on which one casinos you go in. It might have been, but it's lit up enough where I know I'll be able to see. I got a little plan. I have to shoot up a whole nother video on that of how I plan to operate in Vegas while I'm there. But that ain't until December, so I got a long way to go till then. So, but I have to explain to people when about my mobility and how I selectively use that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm out driving around willy-nilly, I've had that happen at least twice where I got in the car wreck driving around with somebody I didn't want to be driving around with, and end up having an accident. But that was some years ago. And another time driving around on my way home from somewhere I didn't want to go, dealing with women, and had a bad accident that night. Totaled my goddamn truck, along with a bunch of other shit. So yeah, like I say, people have to come to me. I mean that shit. If they don't, that's fine, because I would tell you right up front, you're not supposed to bring your ass over nobody's house you don't know. You got to come to me, but like I say, I got a 3-mile travel radius. You can meet me at the Shell or the Mobile. You know what I'm saying? You come to the house, you ain't got it. I ain't say you had to come in. I've had a motherfucker walk up here before. Somebody that on one of those was tagged. That's when I was on tag. This chick named Chicken or whatever her name was. I'm like, literally her nickname was Chicken, so I'm not being funny. And all we did was like swap messages on Tag. Tag is just like a big social site, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how the fuck she knew where I lived, but she hit me up one day and was like, I'm down here at the Collinsworth Performance. Don't you live such and such and such place? I was like, yeah. Shit, that's like literally 2 blocks from here. You know what I'm saying? That's literally 2 blocks. That apartment complex is literally 2 blocks from here. And she walked halfway. I walked halfway. Bam, we met. Then we walked over here. We sat down and talked in front of the TV, and then she went the fuck on. Several other people done came over here. That little Mexican chick came over here. Who the fuck else came over here that I met? I've had some people come by over my lifetime. They come by the house for my first time meeting them. So I ain't gonna, I'm too lazy for all that shit that they probably be expecting out of people. I'm not for the Bill Cosby nobody. I ain't got time for that shit, man. I can't go to prison. I'm fucking handicapped, dude. You put my big handicapped ass in a prison, that ain't nothing. That's like another free ass from them to start fucking on. I'm like, nah, I ain't got that. Fuck that shit. I'm not fucking with that shit, man. But I would tell people that, you know what I'm saying? You got to come to me. I probably should expand on that statement, but at the end of the day, that's what it is, and that's why I'm locked into. Because even now, it's just like I spent the last 25 years hopping across the goddamn city playing Globetrotter around fucking Harris County. I can't even just say Houston. I got to put all of Harris County in this shit because I done been all over the goddamn place, including Galveston. Meeting people and all this other shit. I ain't got nothing out of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit out of fucking hopping all over, driving all over the place from chick to chick to chick for whatever the fucking reason I was doing it or they was doing it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just know you just go out meeting and just like, nah. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody live around where I am. I'm in the middle of the fucking city. I'm like close to city center. It's one of the main reasons why you probably don't want to sell this property. You're city center, baby. And everybody live way the fuck out. That's why it costs fucking $25, $30 just to reach people. They live way out in fucking Cyprus or some shit. Well, you live way out in fucking Cyprus. I'm just like, you might as well be in Oklahoma. I ain't got no way out there. I mean, I could, but ain't nobody that I ran across online worth a $25 one-way trip. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening. Ain't nobody I'm running across online worth a $25 one-way trip for me to get somewhere. Because that's generally how much it's going to cost. You know what I'm saying? For me to get anywhere to where I would meet somebody, even halfway. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to meet somebody halfway somewhere, it would cost me $25 to get there. And another $25 to get back. That's not including tip. You know what I'm saying? That's not including tip. So, no. And I got Uber and shit like that. I would be like, we could sit over here and you could order a nice ass meal for $50 from a bunch of places on Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it. I mean, I can see it right now and be like, yeah, you could buy a couple of plates for $50, man. You could hop on Uber Eats and order some shit from like Family Discount over there for Weaver and fucking Homestead or whatever the fuck that place is. $50, you can have a shit ton of soul food sit over here. Y'all might have a stroke later, but shit. I mean, you can do it. You can do it. You run across, most people I run across will fucking love that. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, that's a point that I have to put out there, and I have to put that shit out there up front when I'm talking to somebody, because I know that's gonna be a part of point of contention. You're just like, I ain't going over nobody's house. Well, that's fine. You ain't got to. I ain't gonna convince you. I will convince you to do what the fuck you supposed to do. I don't need no people calling for no Amber Alerts or no Silver Alerts, depending on how old you is. Over here, you're talking missing persons. I'm like, look, she came over here. She ate and left. I'm too lazy to be trying to cover up crimes. I watch fucking Reality 48 and all that shit, and them fucking documentaries. I ain't got the energy to be doing all that shit. I ain't chopping nobody up. You come over here, I will feed you and send you back where the hell you came from. If something happened between here and there, I'm just like, hey, wasn't me. Anyway, I think I done talked enough. I don't know what the fuck I'm finna do. I finished watching the Orville. I need to do an Orville review. That's what I'm gonna do next. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side later.